So I'm thinking about maybe selling it for gold, because who would want to buy this? Where could I get the best price?
You know what? Funny you should mention that. I mean, don't you know how you want to know how much it's worth too, right?
Well, of course.
Yeah, I'd say it'd be a good idea to find out how much it's worth before you try to sell it someplace. Just make sure they're not ripping you off, right? I just happen to know this place, MayshinterFreeScales. They will send you a free electronic scale if you subscribe to their blog. And then, when you get the scale, you can open it up and you can take your gold and you can weigh it. And then once you weigh the gold, you can go to their website and they will give you a quote based on the weight that you did. Once you get your free scale, all you need to provide is 2 AAA batteries that go in here like this. Oh, I should mention it's better to leave the cover on the scale while you're handling it and then remove the cover at the very end, because this is a very sensitive scale and you wouldn't want to mess up your weight. Now, if your gold happens to have some stones in it, like this one has these little bitty possibly diamonds in it.
Rhinestones.
Now, MayshinterFreeScales is not interested in the diamonds in any piece of jewelry, so if you can, go ahead and pull those out with a screwdriver. Get rid of them. Otherwise, the weight's not that much, so you can weigh it with these in there. They will subtract a little bit once they get them in, but these are only not even gonna weigh a whole gram. All of these little pieces. So you can take your stone or your ring once you get the scale, turn it on, make sure it goes to 0. You need to be in a place where there's not a lot of vibrations. It needs to be perfectly level on the table, and not a breeze or wind or even the AC blowing on this thing is enough to throw the numbers off a little bit. See, we just got a reading of 0.03 for just a second there because a breeze caught it. So you can put your gold on there. And this gold weighs 5.45 grams. So you just write that number down. You can turn the scale off. Incidentally, on the scale, don't drop the jewelry on there because that's enough to damage the scale. You always want to set things on here very gradually. And the other thing is, if it doesn't read 0, like if it's reading something before you put weight on there, you hit the tare button right here and it makes the number go to 0 before you start. Make sure your unit should already be set up for grams when you get it, but if it's not, make sure you have it set on grams. Gently set the item on there. You can even weigh it more than once just to make sure it comes out the same each time. 5.45, 5.46 is pretty close. Now, once you get the weight of your jewelry, you'll need to get a magnifying glass and look at the carat that's stamped in there. On this one, I've already looked, it's stamped 10 carat. Now, let's go to MayshinterFreeScales webpage and find out how much it's worth. So, little lady, once you get the weight of your ring, or whatever gold scrap jewelry you have, and once you've gotten the magnifying glass and you read what carat it is, you're ready to come to mayshinter.blogspot.com. On that page, you'll see the current price for gold, which as of today, it's $1,853.10 for 1 troy ounce of gold.
Wow.
So, you come to the first block here and you put that number in. It's right here on the chart. Every time you refresh the page, it'll give you the current price for gold, and it changes during the day sometimes. Then you enter the weight of your items in grams. If you have more than one item, make sure you only weigh all your 10 carat stuff together, or if you have 14 carat, weigh all that stuff together. This was 5.46 grams, and it was 10 carat. 10 carat is already selected in this little drop down menu. So you pick 10 carat, and then you click the Get My Gold Value. Now this is the actual value of the gold in the ring. 10 carat is a little bit less than half by weight gold. So even though the ring weighs over 5 grams, there's actually only a little over 2 grams of actual gold there. And so this calculates the value of that gold in grams in US dollars, and it's $135.56. Now no dealer can afford to pay you that, but at MayshinterMetals we pay, we say exactly what we do pay. We pay 82%.
Wow. Which
would be $111.11. And the way we came up with the 82% at MayshinterMetals is I went and shopping around every place else that I could find, and 80% was like the highest I could find anywhere. The typical price that most places pay is around 60%. So you can find out what number, kind of an average place is going to pay you, and that would be about $81. So you would earn $30 more by selling your ring to MayshinterMetals.
Wow.
And if you're shopping around and you find someone that's paying less than $80, they're, in my opinion, borderline skeezy. Probably like your ex. Okay, so I pulled the diamonds out. It's 6 little diamonds in that cross. Make sure it goes to 0 first. 1 diamond doesn't even register, not even 0.0. Oh, but 2 of them, thinks it's yeah, the diamonds are so light they don't even register. The breeze is making more of a difference than the diamonds. Hey, can you go turn the AC off? Slide the button to the middle at the bottom. Oh, you had it right before. Just slide it to the middle. There you go. Alright, is the camera still rolling?
Yeah.
Maybe 0.02 grams for 6 diamonds. I'm going to see if this has changed at all. Yeah, 5.44, and just the normal vibrations probably of me talking is making it bounce around, but 5.45, that was basically the same thing we had before. So the diamonds, tiny diamonds, really don't weigh much at all.